Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about eddy currents. So far, we have discussed about current induced in conductors like circular coil, rectangular loop, etc. when these are subjected to changing magnetic flux. Eddy currents are induced currents, but it is not just like the currents induced in the loop or in the coil as we discussed in the previous videos. While we have discussed about Faraday's experiments, we have seen that when the magnet is pushed towards the coil, that is when the north pole of the magnet is pushed towards the coil, the magnetic flux linked with the coil increases, and when it is moved away from the coil, the flux linked with the coil decreases. So the increase or decrease in flux means what? A change in flux. Right. So when this coil is subjected to changing magnetic flux, the induced current is produced in this coil. Okay, the direction depends on Lenz's law. Direction of that induced current will be based on that Lenz's law that we have discussed in the previous videos. Now, instead of this coil, if we take a bulk piece of conductor, or a conducting plate or disc, and when this conducting plate is subjected to, instead of taking such coils, if we take a conducting plate or disc, and when this conducting plate is subjected to changing, it is a conducting plate, when it is subjected to changing magnetic flux, induced currents will be produced in it. But their flow patterns look like swirling eddies in water. They will have a circular path. That is, eddy current is a kind of circulating current. The current induced in this conducting plate will be a circulating one. Sometimes it will be in the clockwise direction, or it can be in the anti-clockwise direction. So eddy current is a kind of circulating current, which is produced due to the movement of a conducting plate in an external magnetic field. Now, consider an apparatus shown here in this figure. Here you can see the north pole and south pole of magnets. That is, an external magnetic field is provided here. And here we have a copper plate. You just imagine this blue one as a copper plate. And it is allowed to swing like a simple pendulum between the poles of strong magnets. That is, this copper plate can swing forward and backward. But it is found that the motion of this copper plate in this external magnetic field is a damped motion, or its oscillation is a kind of damped oscillation. Damped oscillation means what? The oscillation fades away with the time. First it will be oscillating with this much amplitude, then the oscillation fades away. That is, the swinging of the copper plate comes to a halt in a very little time in the magnetic field. That is, the copper plate stops its motion in a very little time. That means something must be there now to oppose its oscillation. So when this copper plate moves in the region between the magnetic poles, north and south, here you can see the cross marks. That means the magnetic field lines we know that magnetic field lines go from the north pole to the south pole. So magnetic field lines will be having a direction like this. They will be going from north to the south. So it is actually into this region. That is why the course marks are marked here. So this course marks actually represent that the magnetic field lines are going from this side to this side. Now when this copper plate moves in the region, into this region between the magnetic poles, and when it moves out of the region between the magnetic poles, the magnetic flux associated with this copper plate keeps on changing. This change in flux or flux change induces an eddy current in the plate. That is, the electrons in the plate start circulating in such a direction. Okay, they start circulating in such a direction to oppose that change in flux. Okay, so when this copper plate comes inside, okay, when this is a pivot point and it is allowed to sink in between the magnetic fields. So when this copper plate comes inside, the flux linked with the copper plate increases now. Okay, so the electrons in the copper plate start circulating in such a way that the current produced is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, when this copper plate comes to this magnetic field region, the flux associated with this plate increases. Okay, so there is a change in flux and the electrons in the copper plate, okay, this is that copper plate which goes into this region. So the electrons in the copper plate, they start circulating in such a direction that the current produced or current induced is in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means like this. Current produced in the anti-clockwise direction. So electrons will be moving in the clockwise direction. No. Okay. Current will be, that is, electrons will circulate in such a direction that the current produced is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so electrons will be moving in the clockwise direction. Current produced in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, why I said anti-clockwise direction only? That I will explain to you. Wait. So electrons in the copper plate start circulating in such a direction that the current produced is in the anti-clockwise direction. That is, an eddy current is produced there. Okay, that is, eddy current is an induced current, but it is a circulating one. It is a swirling one. So eddy current is produced here in the copper plate. Okay, so electrons are circulating so that we are getting a circulating current. In the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so we are getting a circulating current and this circulating induced current is called as eddy current. Okay. Why I said the direction of eddy current as in the anti-clockwise direction? Why? Because according to Lenz's law, the current is induced in such a way that it opposes the course of it. Right, we have discussed about Lenz's law and we have discussed about the same. Okay, here eddy current is induced in the copper plate because of its motion into the region of magnetic field. That is, there is an increase in magnetic flux. So eddy current will be induced in such a direction to oppose that increase in flux. Right. So you see, when the current is in the anti-clockwise direction, you just use your right hand. When the current is in the anti-clockwise direction, magnetic field will be along this direction. Okay, when the current is in the anti-clockwise direction, magnetic field lines will be along this direction. So magnetic field is along this direction means the side of that copper plate which is facing this north pole will behave like a north pole. Okay, when current flows in the anti-clockwise direction, magnetic field is along this direction. Magnetic field is along this direction means we know that magnetic field lines emerge from the north pole and enter to the south pole. So this side of the copper, okay, this side of the copper means the side of the copper plate which is facing the north pole, okay, of this external magnet will behave like a north pole. This will behave like a north pole when it enters to this region. Okay, and the other side will behave like a south pole. Okay, so this is such a situation that north and north face each other and south face each other. So there will be a repulsion now that opposes the change in flux. Okay, I hope you understood. If not, please rehear it. Now, anyhow, the copper plate has reached here. Okay, you just imagine that copper plate has reached here. Now, this copper plate will try to move out of this side. Move out to this side because it is swinging now. So, it will try to move out to this side. But when this copper plate moves out, the flux linked with the copper plate decreases. Right. So again electrons will start circulating and some current will be induced in the copper plate. That is a circulating current or an eddy current will be induced in this copper plate to oppose this decrease in flux. Okay. So the corresponding current induced in the copper plate should be in which direction? Should be in the clockwise direction, no? In this direction, clockwise direction. Okay. Now use your right hand rule. Use your right hand and use your right hand and apply the right hand thumb rule here. When the current flows in the clockwise direction, okay, magnetic field lines are pointing to this particular direction. Okay, magnetic field lines are pointing to this particular direction means this side of the copper plate that will behave like the north pole and this side of the copper plate will behave like a south pole. Okay, so there will be an attractive force between this north and south, no? Okay, that opposes that attraction between, that attractive force actually opposes the motion of this copper plate. Okay, so I hope you understood eddy currents and why the motion of copper plate is a damped one and why this copper plate comes to a halt in the magnetic field. Now, if rectangular slots, okay, like this are made in a copper plate, then the area available to the flow of eddy currents is less. So the copper plate with such slots or holes reduces electromagnetic damping. Electromagnetic damping is actually the slowing down the motion of a moving object by using electromagnetically induced currents without any physical contact with the moving object. So the copper plate with such slots or holes reduces electromagnetic damping and the plate swings more freely. And one of the applications of that eddy currents is taking place in a galvanometer, which is the electromagnetic damping which I have discussed just now, which is just like the electromagnetic damping. That is, in a galvanometer, the coil in the galvanometer oscillates or deflects in the presence of the magnetic fields provided there. Some eddy currents gets produced in it and opposes the motion and bring the coil to rest quickly. Eddy currents are undesirable because they heat up the core or the metallic plate and dissipate electrical energy in the form of heat. To minimize the eddy currents, we can make the laminations of metal to make a metal core. The laminations will be separated by a material like lacquer, by an insulating material lacquer. So by using that, we can minimize the eddy currents producing in such materials or in such situations. So in this video, we have discussed about eddy currents and we have seen that it is actually the induced current, but it is quite different from the induced current which is induced in a coil. Okay, it is a circulating type of induced current actually. I hope you understood this concept. Thank you.